Crypto Mo here. Hope you're having a good one, folks. What do we got going on with Doge? What's going on with Bonk and Shiba Inu? Are the dogs barking, or is it yet another day of them staying in the pen and they're not happy to come out? Well, we're going to talk about it. There's a lot going on out there, folks. It seems like everybody thought it was only one direction, and that was up, but now we're seeing something different. So I am Crypto Mo. I'm here to teach you to read the charts and learn to trust the lines. We're going to go over all that and so much more. And of course, there's a lot to unfold here because we're seeing a lot of movements here, good or bad. But, even with the technical difficulties, we're going to get through this. First link down below gets you to the Discord. Code LEARN will save you 50% off that first month. And the second link is over to the framework. Get in there. This is on the house. 4-step framework for successful technical analysis, where I teach how to learn the technical analysis. And folks, this is from a national champion coach/teacher. Take advantage of it. Those links are right here. And that, of course, Kraken link down below. That's where I'm doing my trading. You got this nice little promo here you can take advantage of. Up to you. All right, let's go ahead, dig into the altcoins. So in my other video on my main channel, we were talking XRP. We are now going to get back, look at some of these altcoins, and see where we're heading here. Not all altcoins are created equal. We can see that the charts are going to be a little bit different for each one. So as I'm watching this, I'm going to start with the daily on Doge. We got back above the 50. I like that. I'm feeling good about it. I have some purchases on it. It's just a little teeny bit under where I got in at. I'm expecting a retest up here at that resistance at 27 cents. We're at 22 cents, almost 23 cents. And that's what I'm kind of watching for. What I'm looking for is a confirmation above the 5, which we had here, the 5 EMA, which is now at 23 cents. We had that multiple times. Once here, boom, double confirmation. You should be feeling good. Back down to the 13. Confirmation, back down to the 13. Up, we're back above the 13, and this is where we're looking for a move back above and then a confirmation. But we're just kind of watching, man, because there's so much selling pressure, like on XRP, on Bitcoin, on all of these, that I look for that strength. And you can see where I put this here. I'm kind of watching to see if we hold good or if we don't. We don't know where that's going to go. And that's what I'm telling you about, where I'm watching these in terms of the candles. And I got to tell you something. I might have to pony up $20 and get me a new wire, because lately, let's see if this is showing up lately I got a lot of issues with that, and I definitely need to go out. I think this wire is like 5 years old now. Well, if they ever ask you how long the HDMIs last, that's about how long they last. So now, dig into the hourly on this, give you a more up-to-date hourly here, and we're below the 50. And one of the things I watch for on the Dogecoin, in the Dogecoin price predictions, are we in a bear territory, bullish territory on both the daily and the hourly? So I like to look at the daily. We're in a bullish. I like to look at the hourly, and now we would like to be above the 50. We're not. And you can see this trending down, and we came back up. It's trending down again. And so we're waiting for this hourly to break back above the 50 and confirm above. You didn't get a confirmation here. So you would say right here, yeah, we got underneath though. Then we got back above, no confirmation, just downward. We haven't had a confirmation on the hourly. Oh, all the way back here. Solid up above, nice confirmation. I call this a bottle rocket and then take off. That's what we're looking for. Now, we haven't had that in a long, long time. So now we sit back, we watch. Crypto never sleeps, and that's what I'm looking for the Dogecoin, is to see this 5 break above. We just started the next hour to break above the 13, get that 5 up there crossing, and that's what I'm watching for. But you don't know, because this is what I call Thor's hammer. When you have this long wick, we broke above the 5, everything was good, or I should say we broke above the 13 here, and we got all the way up to the 50, and then what? Well, it just pushed all the way down. And that normally leads to what you're seeing right here, a red candle. And that's saying, hey, the bears are battling like there's no tomorrow. And you can see that. So I'll keep an eye on it, but I wanted to bring that to your attention. And then I wanted to go into Shiba Inu and the Shiba Inu coin price prediction. that I'm looking at based on the hour and the daily. So we'll start with the hour. Once again, bearish underneath the 50. We're down here at the 13. The 5 did cross. We get a nice confirmation here, but the 50 was right there. So you can't get too excited because that's always a major, major resistance, and it did push it back down. This was a nice candle here because the bears push it down. We get a little doji here saying the bears are running out of steam. We do run all the way up then, and then they battle it back down from the 50. So you're seeing a lot of battling over the last few hours here. How this story finishes, I don't know yet, but we are going to discuss that moving forward. Go into the daily on Shiba Inu. Let's take a look at what we got here. And you guys can see I had this as support, and it is still holding as support. Once again, monster red candle 2 days ago. Doji saying they ran out of steam. I would expect today to be a green candle, and we are getting that green candle back up above. So over the next few days, let's push back above the 50. I like where we're at right here. If this would have confirmed with a red candle here, I would have said we're going down, retesting these lows here. But if we can stay above this line in the stand, 12.91, I feel good. If we finish below 12.86, I would think it is going to get ugly. And that's kind of how I'm watching that for Shiba Inu. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at old Bonk. You guys know Bonk does what Bonk wants. Yeah, this is the one yesterday I showed. And I told you I did not like this one. The setup looks just ugly. In terms of we had a push down, up, no confirmation yet. No confirmation. Here was a confirmation. Nice. Should have ran. But you see this resistance. So the resistance there, you need to confirm above that resistance at this point. That's well defined. We come back down to the 50, push back up, hit the resistance twice, back down we go. Then a little kind of a confirmation, weak, but more of a doji, and then we push back up. Now, we're back in this zone. This is the zone I'm watching. We want to push this up. So right now, Bonk's not looking horrible. Like, you know, at the time we watched this, it was really pushing down. And it was able to fight back. Now we're pushing back up. As we can get above, I would say 24.23 on a finishing candle, and then have another opening closing candle, we should retest that 50. What we need to do is take over the 50. Here's the bad news. When I look at a chart like this, and I always tell people, keep an eye on that yellow line crossing the red line after a long time being above it. When that hits, we get what is a natural flush for the algorithms. In other words, you have a lot of people who trade, who wait for that 13, that yellow line right here to cross the red line. And when that happens, the 13 crosses the 50, we'll get a few candles, be it minute, hours, whatever you're watching, daily, weekly, of downward pressure. And that support I have is at 21.13. We're at 24.28. That'd be a drop of probably roughly 15%. I'm not looking to see that happen, but you never know. So that's one of the things I am watching at this particular moment with this coming down. We need this to reverse up quickly, keep that 13 up above, and then go from there. We're seeing new lower low, new lower low, new lower low, new lower low. So are we going to have another one? I usually say the trend's your friend, even if you don't like it. In other words, what we're seeing on the daily charts here is that the bears are in control for now. And that's in good reason, because look, let me show you one other thing. Let me get rid of these lines. I'm going to show you something. Okay, because we've had quite a run. And if you come out here and you say, how good of a run, Mo? Let's just do the fib. Where should the support be? 61.8. It's right there. Perfect run. Here's your fib retracement. Here's your support right between the 50. I call this, to me, this is the zone. If you're acquiring, this is the zone where you acquire. If you believe in this, this is just normal profit taking. This is the zone of acquirement. This is where the strength will be for the bulls, and you're seeing it. This has been this way for almost 2 weeks now, that they're battling right there at that fib retracement. And that's at what, 23? I wish I had my goggles on. 23.90, all right? And so we're right there. We don't want to give that up and confirm below. If you look, you say, well, didn't we right here? We did, but it pushed right back up. And that's one of them ones where you see this kind of doji action. You want to give it a little bit on the next candle, and you're seeing that candle hold. If we hold, we reset, because now we are still battling right there on that support line, and it is a major support line. But that 13's crashing down, and that makes me a little bit nervous. But I do feel good that the strength could be here, and so that's why these next few candles, I'd say next 2 to 4 candles, are extremely important to watch for. All right, folks. So there's the dogs updated. Let me know which one you like down below. Hit the like button. This is my alt channel. And then we're going to try to get this up. Let's get this one up to 100,000 subscribers as well. And hit the join button down below. I have my first member who is supporting it. We're going to do some member-only videos just for this channel. The only place you're going to be able to find them moving forward. Once in a while. I'm going to throw them out there because all I have, they can't get into the Discord, but you can get some only content here. And that's what I'm looking to do as we go forward. Code Learn, membership, first link down below. Get into the earner tier, 36 learning lessons. We have live sessions only in there. We have the expert traders. We have a ton of stuff in there. Great place to go. You can do that. And the second link down below, get over to the Academy with the framework, the technical analysis framework. Take advantage of that. That's on the house. We got spots open for today. And then the third link down below is Kraken, where you can take advantage of the promotion. That's what I got for you today, folks. Let me know what you think about it. What altcoin are you looking at? And do you think we're going to be bullish next week? Are we going to be up after the next 7 days or down when we get to next week at this time? I don't know. All right. I appreciate you stopping by. I will see you in the Discord.